Aries, hope you're doing well. So I'm going to be doing your reading from the 11th to the 17th of January. I'm just going to figure out what's happening in that week, also some kind of past, present and future energies, just kind of the energy of this zodiac really. This is just a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, that's fine. Just scroll on and find a video that does. But can we get a tarot message for the present, please, for Aries? So we've got Queen of Swords in reverse, Queen of Cups in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, Three of Swords. We'll get some past cards as well. Knave of Wands in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Lots of reverses here. Ace of Wands in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse. You get future. Knave of Cups in reverse, Two of Wands in upright. I promise there is some uprights in here. The Star and Seven of Swords. Okay. Let's get a oracle card too. Whale, tenderness, show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven. Okay, so a sense of feeling hard done to for something. Okay, so let's look at this past energy. So I've got the sense that in the past you wanted to start building a kind of future with somebody, but they didn't really want to do that with you. So you've got this Seven of Pentacles and Knave of Wands in reverse, and this idea that somebody really wasn't as loyal as you thought they would be to you, or somebody wasn't as kind or open as you thought they would be. And that might be where that forgiveness comes in actually. And this Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it kind of suggests to me that this element of, you know, progress was jilted and you really sort of saw your future with this person. So this is for love, for example, and it's kind of like you feel that's where that hard done to comes from. It's almost like I get this really weird vision of like ripping its skin. Like there was this idea that there was going to be, you know, Ace of Wands in reverse. We've got this idea that there was going to be this new beginning with this person. You wanted to have a new beginning with somebody. You wanted to have that hard work and that success, but for some reason it just hasn't really worked out. You know, this person wasn't what you thought they would be, or it's for some reason they're giving you a kind of attitude and behaviour that isn't really as kind and loyal as you thought it was going to be. So there's an element of feeling like sort of deceived at this point, and actually maybe feeling quite negative about that. And we've got this Knight of Wands in reverse as well, which kind of suggests that you know, there's this element of not advancing into love, and also feeling like you've been jilted at some point. This Ace of Wands in reverse is this idea about creating, going on this adventure and this journey, and to have these both, you know, it's just this sense that there was a journey and a life that you wanted to create and build with somebody, but it just hasn't worked out. That's what is coming through in the cards. So in the present, we now have the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Cups in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, and Three of Swords. Three of Swords is definitely that heartbreak. So I just sense that in the past there was this kind of heartbreak. I think there's this kind of, what's the word I want to use? There's just some friction between two people here. There's not a sense of cohesion in this reading. There's not a sense of cohesion with love in particular. You know, this Three of Swords is about heartbreak. It's kind of like this ruin and pain. And so I think you're almost grieving for something now, and you're going through a period which you're trying to move on. Again, this is not for every single person. So if you're sat there like, well, I'm doing fine, this not reading is not for you. But this is particularly for people who have gone through this kind of experience of wanting to build this journey with somebody, and it's really not worked out. You know, we've also got this Two of Swords in reverse as well, which is actually, this is all about harmony and balance being turned upside down. So again, there's this ruin and pain. There's no sense of equilibrium here. There's a real sense of kind of just being jilted. You know, some of you have had this breakup, some of you have had issues with a partner, some of you, you know, maybe the crush didn't give you what you want. There's quite a few interpretations here, but there's definitely the sense that there is no harmony here. There is no harmony, and some of you could be dealing with another fire sign as well. I'm really struggling with that idea, and I think there's this friction between you as an Aries and somebody else who is probably not as compatible with you. And we've also got Queen of Cups and Queen of Swords in reverse. So this Queen of Cups, again, in reverse, is this idea that somebody has not been honest and fair with you. That is really replicated in this Knave of Wands in reverse. So there's a lot of reverses in this deck, and I think this is really a kind of symbolic of, you know, there's a sense of coldness to this, to you right now. And I think you're feeling that. You are really feeling that coldness. You're kind of just wanting a break, you know, you're like, I really just want someone to help me. But having said that, we have got Queen of Swords, which is actually about people can come and help you, and you're feeling a bit more fortunate. So there is sort of light at the end of the tunnel that actually will probably start to reveal itself towards the end of that week. And that you are sort of feeling yourself like, I feel persecuted in that I feel I'm grieving for this person that I thought was somebody that they're not, that there was a deception. And, you know, and we've got this Queen of Swords in which you actually do start to feel a little bit more like you've got people around you and you have a bit more of those resources. So in the future, sort of immediate future going into that week, we've got the Two of Wands in reverse, Seven of Swords, Knave of Cups in reverse, and the Star. So again, that Star is that faith, you know? And Aquarius as well, because we have a bit of air energy coming through with our swords. But also with the fire, again, there's this fire and air. Some of you are dealing with an air sign and it's a bit confusing for you, but this is definitely an Aquarius. But this is all about having faith. So, you know, you're going through, or you have gone through a period which you haven't really been sort of living your best life with love, let's just say that. And now this is just saying that you are going to have a bit more hope. You're going to have a bit more faith in your life. Knave of Cups in reverse as well. This is you kind of, you've done so much reflecting, you can't be bothered anymore. You've reflected yourself off the planet. You're like, no, I don't want to do this. This is actually interesting because I somehow feel that because this person in your life wasn't that nice to you, you feel a little bit like closing yourself off a little bit. This Knave of Cups kind of says to me that you feel you don't want to put any effort in. Okay, you're not feeling like you want to be that loyal person too. You're sort of like, maybe I want to go into my hoe phase. Maybe I want to just be like, no, I don't want to do this. I think there's an element of feeling a little bit like shutting down now because of what you have gone through. And then we've got this Two of Wands in reverse as well. So I think that Two of Wands is interesting because to me, again, that's kind of that idea about feeling a little bit like you don't want to work for your goals. You're feeling a little bit like, like submissive, like sort of just, I want to roll over and die type of thing. It's not feeling that great. I think this week particularly just not feeling great. The past is weighing you down a lot. You're wondering, you know, what went wrong? Why am I thinking about this all the time? And again, I think you just don't want to think anymore. You just want to go through a period where you're like, look, I want to just enjoy my life now. I want to just go through that and really experience it. And actually you're going to do that in the future because we've got Seven of Swords, which is all about, you know, building up your family life, but also these new plans. And this is really nice as well because this is a little bit about you starting to fantasize and dream a little bit more. You know, you're sort of giving yourself license to dream more because you have that little bit of faith. So we have got a little bit of faith coming through, but, you know, I think you do have to focus on the positive areas. I think sometimes you are very kind of, you're used to sort of seeing the negative in things, and sometimes these things overwhelm you. Like I say, maybe the past really does overwhelm you, but really for me, I see this as you can start new plans. You don't have to put your life on hold because of X, Y, Z. You do have this faith and this opportunity to kind of have trust. But also, I think, again, with that Two of Wands and that Knave of Cups in reverse, this idea about feeling kind of, you know, I want to be a little bit more of a kid. Like sometimes you just think, I wish I was a kid. I didn't have to worry about these things. Because like I say, again, there's been a sense of, you know, you felt jilted at times. And again, we've got the Whale, tenderness, show compassion and forgive what needs to be forgiven. So again, somebody's screwed you over and you need to sort of forgive that. And also for a lot of you guys, you've got to forgive yourself as well, because it's very difficult when you put the burden on yourself. You need to be able to sit there and think, actually, this is not my fault. I'm going through a period. This was a bit weird. And just forgiving yourself and being kind to yourself as well. So, guys, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, this might not resonate for every single person. It seems quite particular, this reading. But if you did, please like, comment, subscribe. I hope you have a wonderful week and you're kind to yourself as well. And honestly, things will get better. So, bye, guys.